This is how you know sci paper hard. Okay. Simple graph. Two-dimensional. We're not going too crazy. Hardness. Title. Syllable count. This is how it works. You know, most people think it's a very straightforward, and we'll label most people as a gray. As a gray. Most people think it's like this. You know? Roughly to scale. Roughly to scale. The reality of this situation is it's more like this. And keep in mind, we're starting at 0. And we're going to infinity. And we're going to infinity here too. You know, I was always taught by my high school science teachers to label the axis. And we'll just, let me make a minor adjustment here. Just a minor adjustment, chat. Like, don't go too crazy. Oh, how do I move this shit? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. A lot is here.
Thanks, received. Thank you very much.
My senior thesis was 4 pages, but it got published.
A lot. The reality is, it's actually like, okay, so there's never 0. Okay, that's a little bit inaccurate. We'll shave that off. And actually, the reality of the situation is it's like, boom, pretend that's a vertical line. And then extends to infinity. This is the, you can publish this in Nature, publish this in Science, publish it wherever you want. Publish it in, but this is the objective count on how difficult a paper is to read. So, allow me to explain this. At the very edge is the low count, the low syllable counts. You'd think, you know, let's get a negative Nancy. She's like an orange. She's definitely an orange. At the very edge, you have Nancy. Nancy is a triple PhD at MIT. I-T. And why does Nancy use a low syllable count? Why? Let me give you an example. She submits a paper to a journal, and she titles it Emotional Differences. Now, chat, you might be asking me, yo, Emotional Differences has got a lot of syllables. Why is it so low? Well, we are looking at the title syllable count for scientific papers. And bro, have you ever read a scientific paper? This Emotional Differences is very, very hard. Quite hard on the hardness scale. Now, you go to this. Who is this, you might ask? This is Peter. Peter is a master's student in what is he in? Insert field. And he's got like a lot of words, like a lot of buzzwords, like insert. Honestly, insert. Oh, you can't see this, can you? Let me adjust. Oh man, no one can see this now. Insert buzz words. The reality of the situation, this particular part of the curve, is that there's nothing happening here. This shit is easy as fuck. You know what comes in here? Peter will likely be cited in Business Insider. And you know what else comes in Business Insider? A lot of trash. A lot of hard trash. So, the title syllable count is very important for identifying what's hard. Now we go to the upper end of this spectrum. The upper end of the spectrum. We've got your Julians. Julian. Who's got spatially discordant repolarization alternans in the absence of conduction velocity restitution. Now, when you read that, you go to Wikipedia. And every single word in this, even if you think you know what spatially discordant repolarization alternans is, you break it down. What does spatially mean? What does spatially mean in this context? Because spatially, you could just be like, yo, I need my elbow room, bruh. But, like, your elbow room is not what they're talking about here. You break down every single word. Go to Wikipedia. Get a very, very basic understanding of what's going on. And then you read the abstract. Read abstract. And then, good luck to you. You might get it. And then, finally, to wrap this up, let's make it purple, because I like purple. You got these guys, approaching infinity. You've got your Sudhirs. Who has a quote-unquote fake PhD and equals
Bits received. Thank you very much.
lots of
If that drop off is a 1, 0, then I am a 0. 75.
jargon. Chat, this is how it works. This is your definitive guide to choosing whether or not to read a scientific paper. It's all about that syllable count, bruh. It's all about that young syllable count. Let me highlight this. Do I got a highlighter up in here? And spray that shit. It's all about the syllable count. This is your definitive guide to reading scientific papers.